Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
Them nobles do nothing. Doesn't sweetmeats and ale.
What?
Ox carts make for relatively safer travel.
'Twould allow us. This ox cart's bound. Can't set off till I've had my due.
At least I had my life.
The hours seem to fly when I'm
Interested
here.
in my wares?
Look here. Mornings get early. Drop eyes
I
straight
wonder
to
what
see.
brings
I'd gladly stay here forever. Dear. No, that won't do.
My please don't forgive me for
Oh. What's that scuffle?
This headache's driving me up the wall. This idleness is a luxury I can rarely afford.
Oh, what does this say? Let's have a look then.
Good day to you.
The so-called Forbidden Magic Research Lab appears to have been constructed rather recently.
Indeed. And the researchers employed there are as tight-lipped as they come.
It is all very secretive. I wonder what the citizenry make. Look at it.
We shall await you here, Master.
Well, I suppose it must make ye feel a hero, seeing the man ye caught yourself sitting behind bars. But ye ain't fool enough to think the Empress is safe now I'm in here, are ye? Go on then, and... What's this? Come for another laugh, have ye? Coin's a fine thing. Reckon ye must be touched in the head, giving coin to a would-be murderer just to hear his story. Still, suppose I'm no longer... I got this job by way of the coral snakes. I only did as I was instructed. If you want to know who hired them in the first place, you're best off asking a snake.
Soon as my shift's done, I'm off to the tavern.
'Tis good to be reunited.
At last we've arrived. Delivery in hand.
We ought to make the delivery now, lest it should end up lost or misplaced.
True enough.
others must gird ourselves with knowledge.
No, this is all wrong. What we have achieved is sufficient to sway the pawns. But when the time comes to fell the dragon, I fear it may not be enough. Lord Phasus insists we shall succeed, and... Ah, a new hand, are you? Have you some business? Why? 'Tis an orisons. This is incredible. I've never seen such a luster. But why do you possess such a thing? Where did you obtain it? No, never mind. 'Tis of no consequence. All that matters is this. With this alone, I shall be able to craft a superior godsway, the finest of all created to date. I must make haste that I might deliver it to Lord Phasus even a moment sooner. But wait, no. I have not the worm's life crystals to restore it. You've not heard of them. It is a requisite component of the godsway. Naturally, such crystals can only be obtained through the... Yet I am doubtful that Lord Phasus would lend me his forces when the ritual is so close. We've few enough hands. Oh, to be ridiculous! But I suppose I am in no position to decline, even if 'tis a fool's. Lord Phasus is satisfied with the God's way as 'tis, you see. And as I can expect no support from him, you can expect little. Though I suppose 'twouldn't do to send you away entirely empty-handed. Now, as I've said, all the better if it happens to be a lesser dragon. You would be solving two of my problems then. You've returned. Have you obtained any worm's life crystals? You have. Incredible! That is no small feat. I must admit, I had not thought you much chance of success. Yet here you are. And this is precisely what I require to complete my work. I shan't delay. Come by again tomorrow. By then, I will have... I'm still waiting on that report.
Our research will bear fruit ere long, sure.
Let me get that.
I'll take any chance not to think on my troubles.
Well, let's last a day without me.
I have a dozen matters to see to today. I'm not sure what to do.
Well met.
Times are hard. Then say goodbye.
Well met, sir. Pray, be at ease. Life in this country can be hard to bear. But I won't let any go on. Order a drink. A tavern's a place for...
What should I get up to today?
Sorry, I'm overdue.
Where was that boundary?
Welcome. And
Dear, that's the wrong one.
Oh, apologies. Thank you, my darling. Methinks it began when I started reading an old grimoire. 'Tis entitled on the transference of souls. A curious tome, this. It claims to grant the reader the power to summon things from beyond the rift. I thought I might use it to stock my shelves with otherworldly wares. Perhaps you will think me simple. But truly, all I want is a better life for my wife. Yet 'tis most vexing. For the moment I start reading the tome, 'tis as if a fog descends over my eyes. But mayhap there is hope for me yet. If they're said to reduce fatigue of the eyes, I must keep reading that grimoire.
I've heard.
Have you brought me a quince? Many thanks. At last, I may continue reading that grimoire. Look as long as you please. Always a pleasure.
This crowd's good medicine for my ringing ears. Times are hard. Barely scraping by. Wearing armor all day.
What should I get up to today?
A sprinkle of misfortune can make
Interested in my
Place for everyone and
Pleasant surroundings make for clear thoughts.
I've wares aplenty, as you can see. I hope to see you again.
Wouldn't say no to a nice, juicy taste.
Heard of any ways to... I welcome rumors of any sort, my friend.
Methinks I could improve upon this old method.
A sprinkle of misfortune can make a pleasant spice.
Oft we forget the value of a moment's contemplation.
Suppose I'd best get to work.
Not sure how.
As a matter of fact, who could have guessed that so many who were once arisen yet live? Though they are arisen no longer, it seems they still retain special powers. I wonder if they were possessed of steadfast wills of their own. An ox cart ought to make our journey easier. Fewer monsters.
This ox cart's bound. Can't let you on till you've paid.
Do I know you?
Think you stand a chance? Not on your life.
Everyone out the cart.
Let my magic imbue your weapons with fury and jealousy. I will protect you.
These beasts are only truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair. It seems we have enraged ourselves.
Might we not use their rage to our advantage?
Understood.
down.
One might confidently call that a resounding victory.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. We are under attack!
You trying to piss me off?
I'm starving, I am.
What to do?
Oi! Keep up!
Do as I please. Let them try and stop. It is a welcome sight.
Having hard. Dreams are free, I say.
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
Welcome. If you think me a liar, then buy some. The item you requested is complete. Here you are. Ah, I see you desire one of my masterpieces. Very well. On the transference, it is not like to do much harm on its own, but when come, take care how you use it, sir. Whatever it is you need, I can get it done. Many thanks to you.
While beyond the rift, I recall hearing a rumor that such forgeries may be used to win people's favor. Now that is a surprise.
I've got wares of every ilk. Pleasure doing business with you. Fancy a look at my wares?
Where? Oh, there's always demand for weapons.
I can't find an ice cream bucket.
Particularly near the... Always a pleasure. Well met, sir. How's the day?
Might as well take a look while you're... We're here, eh? Stop by again soon.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
Work as late as I used to anymore. Seems my feet always lead me here.
What ought I to do?
I keep feeling eyes in the back of my head.
So, you seek to enter Batal, I presume? I'll have to check your permit. Go on through.
What to make of this?
The only person I believe in is myself. Over here, if you please.
What to do?
No shortage of easy marks.
That's
May I
it.
have
I've
treat
had
myself
enough.
To a tipple afore bed.
This ox want on, you'll need to pay up then.
Nice place to sit.
Suppose
Out of the car, quickly now.
You have my protection.
You're going to regret that.
Steel yourself.
Chance to put my feet up.
I'll take any chance.
Let them try to stop.
I swear I've not to learn one well past this.
Wish I could go on an adventure. I'll have an early supper.
Somehow my feet always
Would that make a thankless job this? I'll make a living if I get myself in late.
Not good will come of this.
Looking for aught in particular?
Admirable work, if you say so. Interested in my
Grace
Well
and
met,
wishes.
sir.
Fancy
Lost track of time.
Not much has changed since I was a
end
girl.
up feeling weary even after a day of rest.
I long for the time.
If I could, I'd never leave.
Still a while to go
I'll
before
treat
my shift's
myself to
over.
a tipple before bed.
I've all I need right here.
Love waking up knowing anything could happen.
Idleness is a luxury.
You there! Escort this!
I have been waiting for you, Arisen.
I get along with everyone. Well, here's hoping nothing.
Welcome, welcome. In the market for new liquor, are you? You've a taste for it, then I take it. Do be welcome, welcome. In the market for new...
I long for the time.
Welcome, welcome. You've a taste for it, then I take it.
Everyone stay where you are. We have reason to believe that this establishment is involved in the illicit trade of...
What in the world?
I grant you lightning's fangs. I shan't allow any further harm to come to you.
This must be the
Own evidence like this. Hope this job plays out then.
Interested in my wares?
Forget the value. I'm a man attached to vision. I near stood a chance.
My aim is true.
That's taking up today.
Battle is to be avoided, I take it, Arisen.
Let us defer to the Arisen's judgment.
True enough.
We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
Well, parts.
Scarce afford to keep us fed these days.
There's no reason for
There'll be no trouble today.
So, whoever is truly behind... Might I beg a moment what I'm about to reveal during his interrogation? The brig in the name of caution. Her Majesty has taken up residence. My plan is thus. You will inform the Corals and that if they wish to confirm her identity, they must come to the empty for you.
Someone must have the answers we seek. If we ask around, we might just find them.
If I sleep on my woes, mayhap they'll go away.
Time for a few sips. Well now, have you come for a dip in the hot spring? Or mayhap to speak... Brilliant! That's kind of ye. I was just craving. Suppose I could oblige a fellow... What? Hadn't you noticed? I'm a former arisen. Mind, one who couldn't fell his dragon. And if there's aught more shameful than that, I've yet to hear of it. In my case, it all came down to a lack of skill. Mayhap I could fell such a beast now, but my dragon's lot brings a tear to your eye. But don't cry for me, cuz. Just know that you've got my full support. I'll be glad to see ye succeed where I once failed. Only, don't do it for me. Do it for yourself. Bring your dragon low, and taste glory eternal. I've just remembered. I've got... Here ye are. Reckon ye'll make...
Make a living.
What ought I to do?
Go on,
We've arrived. Just...
Well met. You'll be glad to know that I finally finished my reading of that. Which brings me to a curious... What happened to my eye? Oh, never mind the bandage. 'Tis nothing serious. Now, as I was saying, I'd like for you to find the grimoires. 'Twould seem 'tis part of a set, and will only reveal its true power when both tomes are in hand. The copy I possess is but the first. I've heard tell that its twin can be found in a queer little shop in Vermont. But you, sir, I dare say you are not of, but I implore you. All I want is to give my family a decent life. Greetings, Sir Arisen. Have you found this? Fortune smiles upon me at last. Perhaps you'd care to join me. Come!
We ought not lose sight of our guide.
Now here's a welcome sight.
Stomach's complaining. I'll have an early supper.
Is anyone looking to hire my services? Life's been pretty kind to me.
This is it! This is the moment I've been preparing for.
Dear, is this truly safe?
Have faith, my darling.
Father, you don't need to do this. I'm happy with our life.
Tis good to hear you say that, my daughter. But I've come too far. I must see this through. I believe I need Ha! I did it! I did it! Now, what do we have to sand? Sanders could be found anywhere. I suppose 'twas foolish to hope that our foot... Well, I've learnt my lesson. No more of this grimoire nonsense for me. My dears? Esmeralda? Raelia? This is my daughter's. And here's my wife's wedding ring. Why would they be buried unless my wife and daughter vanished for this? Piles of sand? No, of course not. Their patience with me simply ran thin. They run off somewhere, that's all. I'll just have to find them. Come back, my dears! I was a fool!
To think this was the conclusion that awaited us. It seems we were wrong to... Indulge Sir Isaac, after all.
Alas.
Oh no!
Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
Something would be nice. It weren't so costly.
Oh dear. Shouldn't have mixed those colours.
Let's make ready for the morrow. Days like this make me glad to be alive.
It seems we must part ways for the time being.
What do you want? You've got the Empress. Suppose the fact you're telling this to me means you're in the know. You one of us? Right, where should I tell them to find you? The empty house south of the Pilgrim's Path, is it? Fear not. I'll arrange for the interested
Ordering some more ornaments. There's much running low.
Find more manuscripts on this copy.
Nice place.
Oh, it is finished. The result is even more sublime than I'd hoped. I must deliver it to Lord Faces at once. Though, mayhap. Now, I cannot leave this in your hands. I may not be fleet of foot, but only I can do this. Wait, I've changed my mind. You take it. Deliver the blade to Lord Faces. You ought reach him in time.
Go now. Make haste for Moonglint Tower. There your journey will come to an end, one way or another.
How dare you? The indignity of it.
It hurts. Something smells good.
Well met, sir.
Fancy again?
My feet always take me.
I'm about ready to fall asleep. I can't live my whole life looking over my shoulder. Dear me.
My legs drop in
Wearing armor well met.
I'm in fine fettle today.
Places
I'm near enough.
upon my vigilance.
What was it I had to do?
I can't wait to see what the day holds.
Sir Arisen. I then the villain behind Her Majesty's assassination, and so must we.
When does my watch end? I've clean forgotten.
What's more,
Might I implore you to play the part of a bandit, Sir Arisen? As one of Her Majesty's champions, my face is like as not to be known to our villain. I have also employed the aid of a woman resembling Her Majesty in stature and build.
No, Manella. We must go ourselves.
Your Majesty,
Should the ruse be discovered too soon, the renegade may flee and escape justice. We must confront them, so that our land and its people may ne'er endure such uncertainty again.
understood. Then I shall guard your Majesty with my life. We must needs be ready for whate'er comes, sir.
so a bit of trickery is in order. Rest assured, Master, that we pawns shall be watching over you all the while.
Right you are.
I suspect the villain will approach under cover of night. I am glad to hear it, and find a way to loosen the villain's tongue. I shall remain hidden till the opportunity.
I am come. Would you kindly open? Let us not waste time. I am here to confirm the identity of your... Indeed. 'Tis the Empress and none other. Fortunately for you. Had it been anyone else, your head would now be free of it. 'Tis by the coral snakes' failure that she yet lives. Go on. Kill. That is far enough. You must forgive me. I suspected foul dealings from the moment I heard the Empress was being held here. However, with this display you have earned. In truth, she cannot die here. We must have her meet her, and in a place more fitting. Tell me, do you know what it takes to inspire tragedy? Yes, tragedy. The emotion that floods forth in the wake of such events can change the world entire. Consider what a tragedy of singular measure, such as that of a great leader martyred for her ideals, could achieve. Why, the flames of revolution, a worthy funeral pyre for an empress. Wouldn't you agree? And so her
So this was your aim. It all on your knees. We have you surrounded. Sir Armhild. So it was you.
Manella, this little ruse was your doing, I suppose. And as for your majesty, I must say I am disappointed. You would go so far to save your own neck, rather than do what is best for the future of this country.
We understand what you desired to achieve. Yet we also believe that no ideal can truly be born from bloodshed. Perhaps you will ponder this in your solitude. By our authority as Empress, we hereby place you under arrest. We pity Armhild, but her ideals are not our own.
Materials, eh? I shan't deny. They have their uses.
I expect this would fetch a fair sum at market.
A fitting reward for a rigorous search.
The Arisen has been drenched!
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. I will protect you.
Look around if you must, but be sure to buy all.
Have a look. Hoy, looking. No need to overthink it. You can. Change it on a whim. You've naught to leisure doing business.
maître. How might I be?
I've just had a thought. Who could have guessed that so many who were once arisen yet live? Though they are arisen no longer, it seems they still retain special powers. I wonder if they were possessed of steadfast wills of their own. To the chest. I shall take a look inside. Is this Gigantus friend or foe? Indeed. Where is it bound, I wonder?
I only pray it steers clear of settlements and causes no destruction.
there, Master! I'm coming to assist! What is that? Yon statue appears to be pursuing Lord Phases. At last, it all becomes clear. I shan't allow any further harm to come to you. Arisen! We're under attack! Here! Strike with lightning on your side. Look, Master! There are cracks in the construct's exterior. Allow me.
Your aid would be appreciated.
I shan't let them harm you.
Master, watch out!
I'm not seasoning for this. This has gone from bad to worse.
It appears to be making from Moonlit Tower. What could it seek there?
Let us follow close behind, that we might alert the people of this land to their peril.
You have no right.
My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait a moment.
Look out, Arisen! We're under attack!
You can do better than that!
Show them your mettle!
I shan't allow any further harm to come to you.
No few have been harmed, yet this ordeal is far from over. Let us act swiftly that we might prevent further losses.
We shall halt it together. My magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements. I'm saved. Thank you, Arisen. protect you. We ought to make use of anything and everything we have at our disposal. We can always stock up again after battle. We're not the only ones in this fight, but that's all the more reason to bring everything we have to bear.
I am well aware of your tactics.
Mayhap it's time we met with this Lord Phases. Shall we make for Moonglin Tower? Then follow me. I'll lead the way.
Forgive me for last night's scuffles.
Surely I'm overdue a day.
Would you mind coming over here? It is frightfully warm here. The result of volcanic activity, I expect. Remain focused. A clouded mind shall serve you poorly in an ambush. A fine place to harvest some ingredients. Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here? So stiff after a day's patrol. 'Tis a ballista, Arisen.
When better to use this but in the midst of battle?
If your pack grows over full, simply ask me to...
Would seem the stone puppet has stopped. Have the wounded been tended to?
Yes, my lord.
Good. I trust you are prepared, Sovereign of Vermont.
Will it really be all right? I'm not about to be charred, am I?
Fear not. You are in no danger. The dragon shall be under my control when it appears. Come. Let us press onward.
Sense my thoughts down dark paths this place.
Must hold out till someone comes to me.
Almost nodded off for a moment there.
Not sure how much longer I can hold out.
I'm dead on my feet.
Suppose I'd best be heading
I
home.
don't feel unwelcome.
Time to get there.
Polishing my armor.
Peruse at your...
This might be worth a read.
Well met, sir. How's the day treating you then? Do you come again?
I've a selection of wares. That's sure to please. Pleasure doing business with you.
Our packs are heavier, and our purses far lighter. We've a journey to prepare for after all. We can't afford to cut corners.
Well... Met, sir. How's the day treating you then?
I'll sleep soundly tonight.
Beg pardon if my husband... But if you seek a bed and you've the coin, 'tis yours. No questions asked.
We must rest, though the sun is still...
Seeing your arrows sail overhead shall bolster my morale tenfold, and make our enemies tremble.
Our cooperative skills shall be tested as never before. We will have to cover for each other's blind spots.
Once the day's work is done, the night is my own. Work done gracelessly is work done poorly. Fine place to collect my cash.
I believe this is intended as a means of transport. It would be interesting to see where it might take us.
I dare say there'd be no harm in using this.
Tis done, Master. Now a ferry stone can whisk. Us here whensoever we desire. We seem to have arrived without issue, but are we safe here?
Got more soil on me than an
Shall we pay Miss Daphne another visit? I find myself wondering how the young lass fares.
What to do? Hoy, Arisen! Do you know the river close by the church? That's a problem for the church, as it draws from the... I was thinking you could help the priests by finding... I was hoping... I'll help too. I'll look...
Now we seek gold ore. Though 'tis sold in shops, mining some ourselves might prove the better choice.
I quite agree.
Even the grave. I'm in fine.
Can I throw in?
What a racket. First person I see.
My stomach's growling. Time for an early
Try all I might. I can't get the salt off my skin.
I'm just grateful I get to leave.
My bed calls.
Heavy
And I shan't resist.
Well met, sir.
My bed calls and I shan't.
These are troubled times, but rest assured, our doors shall remain open and our beds soft. Much obliged. I fear I've no wisdom to work with.
Hope I've not left
Come take a look. You'll be glad you... did. Do come again.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
Are you in the market for something in particular? Always a pleasure.
New days, a chance to turn a profit.
Finishing tomorrow. It's my duty to find them.
Welcome. Good to see people in such... These are troubled times, but rest assured, our doors shall remain open and much obliged.
Seems my
Not sure what got me out of bed at this hour.
Neither people find something.
Boots laced.
Tell me, haven't got it.
Oi, Arisen! Have you found any gold ore yet? Wow! Listen, I was talking to the priests, and apparently... Thanks. So, now lots of people who live... The priests have been treating everyone as... I want to help them, apart from ask you, that is. Oh, I'll talk to the priests in the meantime.
Now we've...
Oi, Arisen! Have you brought any medicine with you? Not yet. Fair.
I'd rather not draw steel if I can avoid it.
Always another errand to see to.
Any loose coin about? Enough to make you rich? I've trained for this.
Wish I had someone to share this.
My body's not forgiven me for last night's sleep.
Surely I can permit myself but a moment.
Have you a different destination in mind, Master? Very well. I shall follow your lead instead.
'Tis not for us to gainsay the...
Oi, Arisen! Have you brought any medicine with you? Not yet.
What did I do to deserve this? Not my kind of place, this.
Hold out. Some train comes.
Now here's a welcome sight.
Peruse at your leisure.
It's naught but Friday.
But much to do yet.
anything? Might as well take a look. What? Well, you're here, eh? Many thanks.
Naught to look forward to, but a long day of work.
Feels eerie about. Suppose I'd best get to work.
Hoy, Arisen! Have you brought any medicine with you? Now that's just splendid. Oh, thank you, Arisen. This should...
'Tis a goodly deed we've done, aiding the sick. I only hope our efforts go a ways toward improving life in the slums.
I quite agree.
Thanks, sir.
Nothing ever seems to happen round here.
I am proud of my devotion, as well I should be.
You're back. Pray, tell me, these look like Johann and Bruno. I recall them being especially... At any rate, they may know aught of use.
All the others made it.
Isn't the dragon that...
Loyalty's just another way to save your own.
'Twill take a better mind than mine.
I'm in it now.
Would that I could spend all day.
Would that I knew.
I trust aught's well.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
We must rest.
Is this the abode of the good Arisen? Pray, pardon the intrusion. Her Majesty would make a request of you. With my gratitude, sir.
We thank you for meeting us at this late hour, Sir Arisen. We require protection of both our person and our identity as we make for our destination within the city.
Though Batal has no official dealings with Vermund, the countenance of it and trouble would undoubtedly ensue should the Empress's presence be discovered. You must see to it that Her Majesty arrives at her destination.
We make for the Rose Chateau.
Now, let us be off! We ought...
It appears night has fallen while we slept.
Shall we check our packs and be off?
Feeling rested, I trust?
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
I beg you. I need... Can't help you, I'm afraid. My stock's low enough as... But my...
How very cruel. Is there aught we may do?
You have a kind heart, Your Majesty. Perhaps the good Arisen would assist this...
What? You... A likely story. I heard you whispering what a good heart our Arisen has. But I shan't be selling it to you if 'tis to end up in beast... Well, 'tis a but I'll take it. can't afford to refuse a deal that sweet.
This is the medicine I need. You... Oh, happiest. Words cannot express my gratitude to you, sir.
That was neatly done, Sir Arisen. His lady wife ought now recover.
Come, we've a ways to travel yet before we reach the Rose Chateau.
There's no easy thing, making a living as a soldier.
Tis our duty to see this peace.
Oi, you lot, help me. I've got a soldier on my tail. If I'd known 'twas his house, I'd have chosen somewhere else to fill my pockets.
You appear before us to beg that we abet you in a crime.
What o' it? You're a beastren too, aren't you? Then you ought to know as well as I do that stealing's the only way we could... Come on, help me out here. Consider it a favor to one of your kin. I've wasted enough time here. Oh, son of...
Silence, brigand! 'Tis off to the ja...
'Tis a hard life these people lead, that they should be so desperate as to turn to villainy. Yet a kindness granted to a man fallen so far would do little to better his circumstances. Let us press on.
Mayhap a banquet would alleviate. Pray in.
We have arrived at last. Now, to attend to the matter for which we have come. We are grateful for your patience. We have allies here in the Rose Chateau, namely, to create a place where the beastrons of Vermund may live in peace.
Were it to come to light that Batal has provided aid of any kind to Vermund, there would be a scandal, and all of Her Majesty's good deeds would... Thus, Her Majesty must work in secret, offering... But let us not linger. I have arranged for an ox cart to meet us by the statue of the Arisen.
Do you know before whose likeness we now stand? 'Tis that of Rotheus, founder of Vermund. Oh yes, 'twas none other than a beastren who gave rise to this kingdom. Yet, in spite of this history, our people find little welcome here. Quite the opposite, as we... Past wars twixt Vermund and Batal have done much to worsen beastren standing here. Yet, as ruler of a beastren nation, we can do no less than long for the day in which our people will be treated kindly wheresoever, and we would be remiss not to pray that the future you envision, as predestined ruler of this domain. We bid you good night, sir.